Hello there, and welcome to another Starfield ship review video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the Kfir ship, in my case, the Kfir 4. The number after it just denotes the stat increase, so the base Kfir, I'm probably butchering that. It sounds like an Arab word, so I'm not sure how the pronunciation is. Might just be fear, but if anybody knows the exact pronunciation, let me know in the comments. But yeah, so the 4 just denotes an increase in the stats. So you'll notice this has a reactor of 29, a shields of 760. The base version, the 1 version, probably will have a smaller shield and reactor. But aesthetically, it's the exact same. Anyway, let's get into the stats. So fuel is 70, which is extremely pitiful. Like, that's... I want to say it's going to make jumping very difficult. You'll have to basically hop. So if you plan on using this ship, I would recommend upgrading it. Looking at it, just the exterior, it's a Nova Galactic ship. I would assume it's kind of an all-arounder, just looking at it, but yeah, the fuel's very low, even for, like, Nova Galactic. They usually make pretty decent ships, so it's kind of bad seeing the fuel, but obviously it's upgradable anyway. On to the next. So we have a hull of 839, which is pretty decent for an A class. That's pretty impressive. Means if your shields go down, you have a bit of tankiness before you're dead. It's got a cargo capacity of 785, which again for an A class isn't too bad. Like it's I think it's airing more on the combat than like maybe cargo hauling, because like the cargo is quite small. I think that's the cargo right there, that little area at the back. We'll do a teardown at the end of the video just to confirm everything. Yeah, so it's got A-class reactor, 29 power, which is pretty decent for an A-class. That's kind of, I think, the big drawing point of it being a tier 4, is you have that more upgraded reactor. Only got a crew of 2, which is kind of a bit of a letdown, but then it is an A-class. I feel like A-class in this game are meant to be like the single seat kind of, you know, you and your friend just going out into the void, having some fun. It's got a jump range of 27 light years, which is 3 off max, which is phenomenal, but with that fuel, good luck jumping far. You'll probably get 1, maybe 2 systems before you have to stop. It's got shields of almost 800, 760, which is really good for an A-class. I want to say that's pretty up there. That's like the highest A-class I've seen. And then it's got 2 sets of weapons. It's got ballistic and particle weapons. The ballistics are on the top. They're autocannons. And then the particle weapons are on the side. Interesting weapon layout. Particles are really good because they damage both shields and hull, but having the ballistics is kind of weird. I probably would swap them out for lasers or other particle weapons. So anyway, let's go take a look at it. I purchased mine here at this vendor. The price-wise is... Like I say, it's 222,000 for me. Now, this is the 4 version. It's been a while since I've played on a lower level account, but I think if I can remember seeing them, they're like around 130, 140k. Obviously, the price will depend a little bit on your purchase and stuff, but yeah, that's just the base. So let's actually buy it this time instead of backing out of the menu. So here it is here. It's quite a small ship, but it's got a lot of character. I like that they went with the Nova Galactic, they're white and red. I don't know why they didn't, why the color of those engines are black. The front, like a landing gear. I feel like if I was going to rock this ship, I probably would change the color to make it a bit more appropriate, you know, all matching. But that's the little overview. You got the Docker on top. Let's go inside. So it's got a Nova Galactic entryway. Really like these. It's nice and sleek, as you can see. Nova Galactic make really good ships, and I'm not saying that because I'm wearing a Nova Galactic hat, you know, definitely not biased. So let's climb up into it. They're not expecting a lot interior-wise. So immediately off the bat, we have an all-in-one berth here, directly.
Can I help?
And then we have the bridge that way. We'll check that in a minute. And then back behind here, we have a 1x1 storage that leads up to the docking hatch. So yeah, we've only got 3 rooms in this vessel. But we have the phenomenal Nova Galactic bridge. I love this bridge. So you got a nice pilot seat there. A good view, like not amazing visibility, but I feel like I'm safe, you know? Got these reinforced cockpits. And then you've got like your co-pilot seat here to your left, and you've got like a navigator so your crew can be kind of chilling. And the good thing is they're not close enough to you, so they won't be yapping. Let's hop in this bad boy, take it for a test run. So looking at the shape, it's a pretty interesting shape. Like I said, the engines and the landing gear kind of like stand out on the ship. If you change the color, it probably wouldn't be as much of an eyesore, but then that's just me. You might like the color scheme. Let's take her off. Try her out. So, pip-wise, as always, I have a perk that increases my power by 5. So we won't be taking into account 5 of the power. Engine-wise, decent engines. It's got 2 sets of engines on each side. I'm hoping for some good thrust. So yeah, so I have this perk here. Let me show you it. Anatronic Fusion gives me 5 extra power. So for the fairness of like testing, I'm going to not have 5 power. So just looking at the power pips you can have on this current reactor, you can have almost max everything. I would recommend probably upgrading to a different reactor entirely, because currently it is an A-class, but weapon-wise you've got your ballistic weapons here, and then you've got your particles. Now if you're flying this ship stock, you don't upgrade. I would always keep more power into your particles because they're more viable. But anyway, let's do a quick speed test. So it's got a base speed of 150, which is kind of a bit of a letdown. We can't even hit 150. You'd kind of expect more from an A-class. A-class go up to like 160 speed, I believe. It's got a boost speed. Okay, this is where the speed is. I see. Okay. So it's got a boost speed of almost 600. So like 4 times its speed, which is really good. I'll do a quick... oh, yeah. Okay. Pitch is extremely fast. Goddamn. Yaw is not as fast, but still fast. And then the roll is very slow, but then the roll's always a bit off. Okay, that was a quick overview. We're going to now do a teardown just to show you what it's made of. Alright, so here we are back at the ship. We're going to do a quick teardown. So like I said, I found this ship in the vendor in New Atlantis, but I have seen this ship absolutely everywhere. It seems like it's a common staple on the kind of generic ship vendors on each planet. So anyway, looking at the attachments, at the start we have a Magellan C1 cockpit from Nova Galactic. Gives you 2 crew, which is nice. And then we're going to remove this cowling. And then behind that we have an all-in-one berth, Nova Galactic 2x1B. Now, if you're interested in pumping the crew up, I would swap that out for a control room. Gives you an extra 3 crew, which could be advantageous. It's got a Nova Galactic NG2 Docker top. And then we have... oh, wrong button. And then we have a Nova Galactic storeroom 1x1. And finally, we have an NG Landing Bay 6 from Nova Galactic. So altogether, like I said, just go against one more time. We've got NG 6 Landing Bay, Nova Galactic, a Magellan C1 cockpit, Nova Galactic all-in-one berth, 2x1B, a Nova Galactic storeroom 1x1, and a Nova Galactic topper 2. Now, looking at some of the extra features, so we have 2 of these Nova Galactic landing gear ports. Really like these. These are kind of hard to come by. I think if you wanted to purchase these, and I know this for a fact just because I was trying to make a ship with them, they only tend to spawn on Titan, so keep that in mind. And then we've got the pitiful M20 Ulysses HE tanks. So really quick, I'm just going to show you there is far better fuel tanks. So let's do a quick comparison. So this single tank here, which is a mass of 33. Okay, it's a lot heavier. But this single tank has almost 3 times your jump range, so I would get rid of this immediately. Anyway, back onto it. So we have a Dogstar 164mm toroidal reactor, A-class, 29 power. Pretty decent, pretty decent. We got a Marduk 1040A shield generator, protective systems, another A-class, 760. Again, very, very good. Good shield. Got a deep core Helios 400 grav drive, which allows us 27 jump range. You could probably upgrade that to 30 because this is quite a light ship. You could easily get to 30, but it's not really necessary. We've got another set of landing gear here. This is a Nova Galactic NG-20 landing gear wide. This is just the more kind of, you know, nothing flashy. And then we have, this is the only cargo bay in it. It's a 10T hauler cargo hold from Sextant. Provides 585. And then we have, are these all the same? Yes, we have 4 of these SA-4330 engines. They each provide 15,240 thrust. They are A-class, and they have 3,220 maneuvering thrust. So, they're... Why do they look different? I'm just going to double check. Okay, they look different, but they are the exact same. I can't do it here because the ship doesn't stock them. Actually, hold on, I might be able to do it. So something I noticed, yeah. So something I noticed, if you sell stuff to the ship vendor, they can, like, swap them. Yeah, as you can see, it changes the aesthetic of them slightly, so you could, like, make, like, quite a long... You could add an extra set of thrusters. Yeah, that was the ship. I'm going to really quickly just, hold on, now we're going to cancel modification. I just want to do one thing. Just to showcase, because I do feel like, it could be a little better. So we're going to grab all these. So the first color... Okay, hold on now. What is this color? I'm trying to I want to make it all white. Just so we have a, just a baseline, just so you can see. For some reason it won't, because I pressed the wrong button. So the first color, interesting. Okay, so the color scheme is very finicky. I'm just gonna go. We're gonna make it extremely white, just so you can see. So yeah, obviously, if you make it white, all white, it looks a lot better. It doesn't stand out as much. But anyway, that was the Kfir. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and check out some of the other videos I've done. I've got a lot more reviews along the way, as well as other videos in the future. Thanks for watching.